Welcome everybody here to the Robert J. Collins Arena for another great night of Brookdale basketball. The first game up is the women's Jersey Blues coming in at 5-2 on a nice little three-game win streak they had last week. Coming up against the Middlesex County Colts standing at 7-1. We see a couple returning players from the Colts that caught both of our eyes. Jen Sharika being one of them, and the other one was Korea Prayer. Both all region. I mean, they're going to be a big factor in this game.
Yeah, and definitely. And I spoke to Coach Chizek, and he did express his concerns. One of the big keys to the game was stopping those two players and limiting them, limiting their opportunities, limiting their touches, and really emphasizing to his team that you really can't let those players get into a rhythm. It'll really disrupt your defensive flow.
So as we get the starting lineup announced here for Brookdale, we will see number 20, Megan DeGroosh, working her way back in after being injured. She has played the last two games with some limited minutes. But she is back, one of these sophomore returners coming back. She had a concussion when we last saw you guys. That was the game against Bucks County where Brookdale won with authority in the 93-20. Ashley Zito, the freshman, keeping in the starting lineup.
And Erica Jones. Good luck to both teams.
So we're going to get this action on the court started up here. Maria Trapp heading in to take the inbound pass. I'm sorry, the tip-off with number 25, Lexus Blocker. And we're underway. Ball sails out of bounds. Discussion here to figure out who touched it last.
It's important for Brookdale to start with the ball in the offensive end, really get down to Maria Trapp and let her start getting going early, generate some offense for this team.
So Reddington inbounded to Kimberly McNellis. Ball sails out of bounds. Kimberly McNellis is leading the team, 4.3 turnovers averaging so far in the season, and she's struggling, especially in the last time we saw her here.
And last time we saw her, Coach Sabine actually pulled her out of the game about, after a 4 or 5 minute stretch of just, a couple mistakes, and really just sat her down and gave her, a nice little speech and let her know that he wasn't pleased with her performance.
Going into the middle was Alexandra Becker. She draws the foul.
And Brookdale's coming out with a little 2-3 zone on the defensive end here. Really trying to just collapse on the shooters and limit the penetration 15, of Middlesex.
Paxton Reddington, her first.
So that is Paxton Reddington's first foul. Inbounding is Prayer. From the corner, number 15, Alexandra Becker. Just got fouled on the last run. Trapp driving inside, tries to feed it inside to Reddington. Ball stays in bounds. See, it was last touched by. It's going to stay on this side, Brookdale ball.
And a bit of a sloppy start here for Brookdale.
Yeah.
Coach Sabina already looking a little displeased with the ball control here.
Back up to Trapp. Long pass.
A dangerous cross-court pass.
It was Zito in there, throwing around elbows. And
jump ball called, I believe. It looked like Zito might have had control of that ball, but the referee with a little bit of a quick whistle there on that call.
So we're going to have Jen Sharika, who we were talking about just a minute ago, bringing up the ball. Middlesex passing all around, trying to get that open shot.
Really looking to get the ball down low. Oh.
By chance. It just happens into the hands
ball just deflected into the hands of Marissa Daniels. She was just right there on the spot. defense late getting to her, committing the foul, and let her have a chance for a three-point opportunity here.
Fouls on Brookdale's number 22, Kim McNeilus, her first, team second.
That's Kimberly McNeillis' first foul of the game. So she will make it a three-point play. Early 6-0 lead here. 18:40 remaining in the first half of play. Lead in favor of Middlesex.
There's another turnover.
That's 2 turnovers for Kimberly McNeillis. Coach Bob is not happy.
Not at all. Again, we talked about her problems last time when we were here. And Coach Bob getting on her early.
Yeah, this early in the game, you don't want to see those small mistakes. Nice block there by Trapp.
And Trapp continuing her ways, protecting the basket down there. Good job there by Zito to rip that ball out. And there's another turnover.
Yeah, the small little mistakes there are really going to start to get to Brookdale.
Timeout by Coach Dabino as he's not liking what he's seeing early on here.
You can't blame that timeout to try to just get everybody's head back into it.
Brookdale,
I mean, 6-0 here to a team where the last matchup, they gave them a little bit of trouble,
Sure.
but they still came out with the victory.
Well, look, last time, the offense for the other team just wasn't there. They couldn't produce any kind of offense, but they did hang around a little bit early. When they started struggling to get baskets, Brookdale started capitalizing on it. But Brookdale here now struggling to not only make shots, but to even get shots. And they're turning the ball over. 3 turnovers quickly here in the first 2 minutes of the game. And Coach Dabine is going to tell them, you got to settle down, and you got to get the ball into the hands of DeGrouche and Reddington, and let them feed Trapp down low and really control the flow of the offense. They're trying to force things, and they're really just kind of pushing the ball a little too quickly and really throwing the ball away too much here.
Trapp is definitely a big part of their game plan coming in, leading the team in most of the categories. See if she can add to that total tonight. She's been kind of quiet so far in the opening couple of minutes. Middlesex ball now, and ball's poked out there by Zito, but grabbed by number 13, Daniels. Back over to Sharika. Pass was just sat a little over the head there.
And not a bad play there. Sharika dribbled to the foul line, found her teammate cutting along the baseline, but just threw the pass a little bit high over her head and turned it over.
It's Ashley Zito, one of the freshman incomers on the squad, worked her way into the starting lineup. Ball looks like it's going to be out on Trapp.
And again, the turnovers piling up early on here. You hate to have more turnovers than points, but it's started off pretty bad that way.
Yeah, they got just about as many fouls and turnovers as Middlesex does points. Open in the corner, little fake there. Long 3 put up, quick shot with Reddington in her face, but it falls off. She gets the opportunity again, doesn't take it this time.
A good job there by DeGrouche. The Middlesex had two players down low on the right side in the paint under the basket, and I think both of them kind of went for the ball there and didn't know what to do, and DeGrouche just came over, knocked the ball out, and gave Brookdale a chance.
So inbound pass there sails over the head of Sharika. Nice little hook there.
Nice little running hook from about 10 feet away from the basket.
It's number 25, Alexis Blocker. So DeGrouche is bringing things up now.
And another Brookdale turnover.
So it's an 8-0 lead in favor of Middlesex. Just under 17 minutes remaining in the first
Coach
period.
Tabina is sticking with this group right now. He's not bringing anybody in off the bench. He's going to let them pull themselves out of this. Maybe with a more mature group out here, he's trusting them to pull themselves out and give themselves a chance to get, can't get behind too early here.
Surprising the way Brookdale's coming in as the shot misses there, coming off the 3-0 road trip they just had last week.
And another turnover there.
Yes, those passes inside are just not helping.
Good move there to get to the
coming
basket.
right back around.
Just came back down with the left hand right down the left side of the lane there.
Kimberly McNeillis bringing it up for the Jersey Blues. Passes inside to Reddington. She just squeezes it out. Trap from 3. Bounces off the backboard there. No good. Brookdale still has yet to draw blood as we're nearing 16 minutes.
And really
remaining.
yet to get a good look at the basket. I mean, Trap, threw up a 3, a little bit rushed. You could tell it went long. Just really having a tough time getting anything going here. And quite frankly, they're pretty lucky to be down 10 at this point because it could be a lot worse.
Absolutely. DeGroosh is going to head down the court here. Keep alternating off who's really starting it off between her and McNillis.
Really trying to get the ball to Trap here. And Trap again throws a bad pass.
One was a little low. Zito got her hand on it, but it wasn't a great pass to start off with. The shot there was short, but a foul will be called against number 44, Ashley Zito.
Shooting foul, I believe. Oh, maybe not.
Fouls on
Baseline.
Brookdale's number 44.
Baseline. So I guess it wasn't on the foul on the shot.
Ashley Zito, her first, team's third.
It's 4th foul.
Great play run
Third
there.
foul.
Great little inbounds play there, ran. As the inbounder just ran to the corner, got the ball back, but they couldn't capitalize on it.
She had Zito open there in the paint for a second, but it closed very quickly. She barely had possession of the ball.
Middlesex doing a great job of rotating on defense.
This is one of the first defenses we've really seen come into the Collins Arena and just really thwart the Brookdale effort.
And again, another turnover.
Yeah. "10-0 lead still sticking for the Colts of Middlesex. 15 minutes remaining now. Feeds it inside. Doesn't go off the backboard for Alexandra Becker. Looks like we're going to have a foul against
Fouls on the
Middlesex.
Colts, number 15, Alexandra Becker, her first. It's the first on the Colts.
Quick inside there. They find Zito. Number 25, Alexis Blocker, couldn't get back on defense in time. Brookdale took advantage of it to finally get some points on the board. Driving inside there. No foul called on number 13, Marissa Daniels, was trying to draw one. Zito bound in the back end, and another pass that just sails over the head. You hear Coach Dabini yelling from the sideline, "Relax." So we're 10-2 now. Zito on Sharika. Zito has the height advantage, but the speed of Sharika just beat her there on that play.
And Sharika just kind of went underneath Zito. Zito lost her for a second. That's all she needed to go right up for the layup there. And another bad pass.
That's got to be about the 3rd in a row on offensive possessions of Trapp overthrowing Zito.
Again, Brookdale's just really having a tough time here getting
Brookdale
anything going in the offensive end. Throwing the ball away possession after possession and really starting to dig themselves in a little bit of a hole here.
.14 minutes remaining here. 12-2. Brookdale finally got on the board, but they're letting this one slip away a little bit. They got to bring it together.
It's been pretty ugly so far. They haven't been able to get the ball inside the Trap, and when they do get the ball inside her, she's forced to give it up by the rotation of the defense and just throws the ball away. It's happened a couple times the last couple possessions here now, and they're really just struggling.
It's going to be interesting to see how the rest of this pans out as you see Coach Dabina really getting into his team there. And it doesn't look like any changes are going to be made. All the bench players still have their warm-ups on.
Yeah, and that's interesting because, maybe you would think that Coach Dabina would just want to get somebody fresh in there just to get someone a little bit more relaxed in there, someone that hasn't been out there for this stretch and really struggling. But I think he really is just trying to calm them down and just use this as a teaching moment and say, look, beginning of the game. We're playing sloppy, but look, we put it together. We'll be right back in this thing. It's not too late to turn this around by any means, and really just got to play the way we know how to play. And I think they'll be able to snap themselves out of this.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're only 6 minutes into this game, so in no means is it out of your hands yet. But you can't get that attitude into your head, or else the game is basically done.
And I think that's maybe what a little bit of this is being. It's kind of starting to get into their heads, and they really got to just get out of there and just start playing basketball like they're used to playing.
We'll see how it goes after the timeouts. And defense in the face there, but they couldn't stop that one from Becker, who's been having a nice first half here.
Becker's got 5 points early on here. Good drive by Reddington. And the first real pretty good look for Brookdale, besides the basket that they made, but still just can't convert.
That was Reddington's first shot there that she was able to take. Zito over to McNillis.
Grush from the corner. Not
three
much.
There, yeah.
Again, not an awful look there, but the way things are going here, you think maybe Coach Dubino would want a better shot than that.
So Reddington's going to inbound it once again.
And they turn over there, and they've got numbers if they hurry.
It's 1-on-3 with just McNillis, and she had a step on her.
And not much she could do there, just try to force her to, go to her left, but, a good job there by Daniels just to finish with the left hand. And there's a pretty good play set up for Trapp there, but good defense, good rotation. Not much for Trapp going on there.
That was solid defense by number 15, Alexandra Becker, knocking that ball out. Sharik up at the top of the key now, flips it over behind her back to Prayer. Long three, doesn't land. Becker made the three earlier in the game to start it off. That one seemed a little forced. Finds Zito inside.
Again, pretty good defense there. Zito maybe forced it a little bit. If she took a second to turn around and maybe could have had, her teammate on the baseline there cutting to the basket, but kind of rush a shot. In a situation like this, you may be trying to rush it because it's probably the best opportunity you've had in a while.
Open shot for Becker doesn't fall. 12:08 remaining here in the game in the first half. 16-2. Middlesex with the lead. Brookdale having a tough start.
Yeah, and if you're just joining us, it's been a turnover fest here for Brookdale. Throwing the ball away on 8 of the first 10 possessions. Just couldn't do anything with the ball. Really just forcing shots. But now they're settling down a little bit. And maybe, Coach Dubina's gotten into them, just settle down, play some basketball here. Yeah,
Coach Bob took a timeout, and, it seems like they're getting their head a little bit more in the game, but shots like that, small ones, keep getting missed.
Yeah, and that's a force. I mean, it's it's off balance, running jump shot. There's probably no need for that.
So we're going to have a foul call, looks like against Zito.
Zito really struggling early on here.
Fouls on Brookdale's number 44, Ashley Zito, her second, team fifth.
And we are going to have Jillian Trigg check in, who was in the starting lineup last time you guys saw us here on Brookdale TV with McNillis. I'm sorry, no, DeGrush out with the injury. Quick inside shot there. Those are ones you got to stop.
Yeah.
Alexis Blocker picking up some more points. Get over to Reddington, who's trying to make something happen here.
She's fouled on the floor there. But again, they're moving the ball a little bit better, not trying to force passes, just kind of get the defense moving a little bit.
Number 12,
they really have to get the defense, on their feet, moving, and just, slow themselves down a little bit. Make that easy play. Don't try to make the difficult ones. And that's a perfect example there.
Yeah.
Trapp kind of bails them out there.
Trapp saved that one and grabbed some more points. We're heading back down the other way. Rebounded there by Trapp. Paxton Reddington driving into the basket. And it falls with the opportunity to make it three.
And just what Brookdale needs right now. Just to settle down, get a basket, get the free throw here, and really just settle themselves back into a little bit of a rhythm.
Get the confidence back up.
Exactly. Get a rhythm on offense, stop throwing the ball away so much and just kind of settle down.
So 18-6 now, trying to make it 7 as Paxton Reddington at the line, who just got the Garden State Athletic Conference Player of the Week this last week, averaging 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. Her best game was a 22-point effort with 11 rebounds. She grabbed herself a double-double there and just made it an 11-point game. Brookdale students, it is open registration for the winter and spring terms coming up. Don't wait in line. You can register online. The winter term starts on January 5th and ends on January 16th. Payment is due at the time of registration, and the 15-week spring terms begin on January 21st and the 11-week on February 18th. Payments are due by January 6th for those terms. The fall 2014 terms are ending on December 20th, so get ready cramming for finals. The college and all regional locations will be closed between the 24th and the 1st of January. All staff return and services resume on Friday, January 2nd, 2015. We're getting close. It's December.
Yeah, semester's almost over. A couple weeks left.
It is December. But we're back here. Just 11 minutes remaining now. Quick inside pass. She kind of got around Reddington for a second, but her pass, her shot that went up wasn't good. Finding Trigg wide open. Easy basket. And that offense starting to get back to their regular form now.
Yeah, a little bit of, defense turning into offense is really what they capitalize on. But, there's a
someone was left
defensive
wide
breakdown
open.
there.
Yeah.
Again, not too late to get back in this game.
No. Only an 11-point lead now for the Middlesex Colts.
Good pass down low to Trap. Definitely.
There
Nice
we
little
go.
pick and roll there. And
Yeah.
Brookdale starting to look a little bit better, but they got to start getting some stops on the defensive end here.
Bringing it up, career prayer. You can see this defense starting to get a little bit better now for Brookdale. The last possession was a little sloppy, and there's another one there.
So backdoor pass there. Again, the defense came up, but got caught in the middle there.
Driving in is DeGrouche, but the lane quickly closed, pass it off to Reddington.
Good job there by Reddington to draw the foul there.
So she will head to the line to try to pick up a couple more points.
Fouls on the Colts, number 24.
We'll be passing it.
Gassier, her first.
Jillian Trigg.
Team's fifth.
So now Middlesex starting to pick up on the fouls a little bit after being pretty clean the first half of this starting period. Quick shot from the inbound, and it's good for DeGrouche.
Brookdale, the last few possessions, really been doing a better job on the offensive end here.
Marissa Daniels been a little bit of a thorn in Brookdale's side in the paint, as well as right there, number 15, Alexandra Becker.
They're really making a point of getting her the ball on the low post on the right side and just having her turn to her right, or turn to her left rather, and just throw up that hook shot. So far, it's been unstoppable. Let's see if Brookdale can adjust to it.
9 minutes remaining here in the first half. As McNeils feeds it off to Trapp, and she will get fouled.
The next foul will put Middlesex into the bonus. Or rather, Brookdale at the bonus at the line. So now if you're Brookdale, you got to get a little bit more aggressive, start going to the basket. It's been working for you, getting drawing fouls. Start getting yourself to the free throw line a little bit, inch your way back into this game.
Yeah, you got to start to cut into this lead a little bit, because it's been steady at 11 for the past few minutes. Trapp inside.
Good move by
Bodies
Trapp.
colliding.
So she may have hurt herself, but she seems to be okay.
She gets back up pretty quick and is going to head to the stripe to take a couple of free throws.
Fouls on the Colts, number 15, Alexandra Becker, her second.
Maria Trapp is very close to being almost money at the free throw line, 93.8% so far.
As you say that.
Right, it's the announcer's curse. I'm telling you, it never fails. I'll just shut my mouth for this last one.
I'm sure it'll go in. And of course, it's a miss.
That's the double bogey right there. 8:50 remaining in this first half. 24-13. Jen Sharika passing it all around here now. Winds up in the corner.
Good job of stopping that post move.
Uncontested shot goes up. Little defense at the end there by Trapp.
Shot clock is winding down. Oh, and there's a beautiful play there.
Coach Bob is not happy with Kimberly McNillis so far in this first half. Another one of those errant passes, as we're going to see number 11, Brianna Rodriguez, head to the scorer's table.
Not a bad look there. Again,
No.
They're doing a good job of getting into the paint.
Paxton Reddington winds up with that ball.
Good move.
McNillis getting in there.
Good move by McNillis.
So we got 7:50 left in this first half, 26-15. Middlesex still in the lead.
McNillis with the fake left, went
Yeah.
right down the lane and got the defense off their heels. Offensive foul there.
The referees were looking at each other.
They wanted
on
to
the
make sure they
far
both saw it
side.
because it was a little bit close. They wanted to make sure that she actually got to the spot before the ball did, and they did a good job of getting that one together and getting it right.
So we're going to make a substitution change now. We'll see who comes
Offensive
out.
foul on the Colts, number 15, Alexander
McNillis coming
Becker,
out
her
for
third.
Brianna Rodriguez. So Coach Bob let her stay in the game. And let her try to work out those kinks.
She did a better job, and she had that early turnover, but it wasn't all on her early on. It definitely wasn't all on her. There was a little bit of everybody, but she definitely did a good job of recovering. And a great drive there by Trapp.
(26-17) now. As the shot goes up there for Middlesex, and it lands.
Middlesex
Good looking
is hitting
shot.
their shots. They're really doing a good job of knocking them down, and they started inside, they're bringing it outside, and really giving Brookdale a lot of problem here on the defensive end. Something we haven't really seen yet from them.
No. Trapp gets the ball inside to Rodriguez, but she brings it back out. Didn't have anything open.
Well, they're working that pick and roll with Trapp. They're trying it with different ball handlers, just seeing what works.
From the corner there was the Garouche, and it doesn't land. We're going to have possession go to Middlesex.
Coach Dabina is not happy with someone.
Now Kimberly McNillis is going to come right back in.
Yeah.
That's her second.
Reddington picked up her second foul. He maybe got a little upset. It was a bit of a silly foul when the defensive player already had the rebound secured.
Sharika stumbling a little bit there, but gets the ball out. Winds up on the inside. Career prayer.
Another basket. And this is a pretty big scoring performance in the first half here from Middlesex. Oh, tough
and
pass.
you can't just pinpoint it to one person
No, it's
making
kind
some
of been a
these
little bit
tough
of everybody,
passes.
yeah. And Trapp, again, really has been the only offensive weapon they've had.
Yeah. This is going to be a big defensive possession for them here if they can try to close this gap. But there goes a three.
And a good rebound by Trapp. Really doing a little bit of everything right now.
She's slow to get down the court. Like she was wincing a little bit, possibly from the
when she took that foul. Yeah.
DeGrouche on the inside. It doesn't go. Now they're doubling prayer.
Just trying to trap the ball.
Left Sharika open.
Nobody's picking up the ball.
She goes right in uncontested, but.
And again, nobody picked up the ball. They trapped in the corner. They got the ball out. And Sharika just came right down the middle of the lane, uncontested. They're lucky that she missed the layup because there really wasn't much defense on that play.
That's her second.
They were doubling prayer down here. She was able to get the ball out. And then she just, jogged herself right down the lane.
Yeah. Not barely contested.
But we'll come back to the other side here, and Brianna Rodriguez will take a couple foul shots. So attention all veterans. Brookdale Community College honors our veterans of all ages and provides an array of services to assist you. Whether you're looking for information on benefits, academic courses, or student support services, Brookdale is here to meet your academic needs. For more information, stop in the new Veteran Center in Mac 112 or go to the Brookdale homepage. Click on Quick Links at the bottom of the page and select Veteran Affairs.
And you see Maria Trapp now, the offensive rebound, going back up and going right back to the foul line. So A little bit of, positivity here. Trying to really work hard here. Trap doing a lot right now.
Makes it into a 10-point deficit now for the Blues.
And with Reddington in foul trouble, they're going to have to look somewhere else, besides Trap for that offense. And we'll see if maybe DeGroosh or McNellis can step up and provide some help for Trap, because right now she's the only one getting anything done right now.
There you go. There was that free throw percentage we were talking about before.
She probably won't miss one the rest of the game, but
yeah,
she's going to miss those two when we were talking about it, of course.
Wide open from the corner. Trap came in with the last-minute defense.
There's another foul, and again,
she fouls there.
Free throw, stopping the clock, getting to the free throw line, chipping away at the lead, and this is exactly what Middlesex does not want to be happening right now.
That was a little bit of a weird move on the Middlesex player's part there.
Yeah, she just kind of tried to stop the ball, but you know what it was? It was a little bit of a what they call Olay defense, where you step in and you kind of get out of the way at the last second because you're not willing to take the contact, kind of get caught in between and just committing the foul and giving the player an opportunity to go to the free throw and get some points.
She makes it only now an 8-point lead, so she's going to get a chance at another shot.
If she makes this, the lead's cut to 7.
And it is. So now just under 5.5 remaining.
Brookdale's on a bit of a run here. 5-0 run right now.
With this Middlesex defense really starting to get cut into with this lineup that Brookdale has out now.
Call a foul on the floor there on Rodriguez. So that will put
fouls on the Jersey Blues, number 5.
Sharika at the line for the 1-and-1. As Brookdale is now also committed 7 fouls.
So the last matchup between these two teams was over at Middlesex last year. Brookdale won 63-51. You can see it was one of those they always match up very well with Middlesex. Even last year when they made it very far and were blowing out teams left and right, Middlesex would always give them a tough time.
There's a great job on the offensive rebound there.
She's just going to slow it down there with Jen Sharika. Oh, it almost went away from there. She looked away for a second.
Yep, and she got caught with the travel. She lost the ball, started trying to grab the ball and move it at the same time. And got caught with a double dribble there.
So meeting her right there at half court. Marissa Daniels on the defense, runs into Trap. Now McNellis has a lane open, takes it.
And Maria Trap came up to the big harsh screen. The defense did not communicate. Nobody picked up the ball handler, and she went right through the lane.
Wide open three for Sharika. Little long.
If Brookdale wants to push it, they'll have numbers.
They definitely do, and the speed too. Couldn't land that one was Jillian Trigg.
And that's an opportunity they probably want. They would like to have that one back. They probably thought they probably should have made that. Again, defense just kind of slacking off. McNellis got caught trailing Sharika and just couldn't really get to her in time. Nobody helped her, and Sharika just pulled up and drained it from 15 feet. When you have shooters on the other team, you really can't sag off them. You really have to play team defense. You have to rotate to the shooters. You cannot give them open looks at the basket because they will make them. Trap again. Just struggling. Really, made the spin, but probably just rushed that pass. If she just made the spin, maybe even faked the pass, just maybe had a better look at the basket than she thought.
So we're going to have 3:53 remaining now. Middlesex 33, Brookdale 25, as Trigg is going to take the inbound pass. Guns it across the court to the corner.
McNellis, again, trying to weave through 2 defenders.
2-on-1.
Someone's got to come up there and help her. I mean, you can't blame her for trying to make a play, but someone's got to come up there and help her, get rid of that ball. Lucky to get that one back on a kick ball.
Referee's having a conversation with Coach Dubina. And we're going to get it back started up again. Trap from the corner. Another long shot missed for her.
Sharika with a great move. Can't finish. Good job by Brookdale getting back on defense.
Sharika staying on her, trying to take advantage.
And it looks like they called Brianna Rodriguez for a travel there.
Fouls on the Jersey Blues.
Coach Bob telling her, hold the ball.
Yeah, hold the ball, find a guard, get it to the guards, and let them bring the ball up. Trying to force the action a little bit.
That was good vision there by Sharika, taking advantage of that.
Yeah. Brookdale's hanging on here, down 8. Love to get it down, a little bit closer before the half.
Quick shot opportunity doesn't
that was a good look there. Just couldn't knock it down.
She got Trigg open behind her, but
that was a big-time flop there.
Grabs
no
her
call
own
by the
rebound.
referee there. Just DeGrush from 18 feet.
Good shot.
Knocks it down. And again, McNellis drove to the basket. The defender tried to flop. Referee wasn't buying it. Kind of opened up the defense a little bit, and DeGrush just found a spot and knocked it down.
McNellis might not have saw it. She had Trigg right behind her, but the play worked out. Got it over to DeGrush. Now they got to get a defensive stop here if they want to cut down this lead.
Good defense there, and a great rebound. And a great rebound there by McNellis, and she draws the foul. So they'll go to the free throw line.
So McNeil starting to turn up that game now from the little struggle she had earlier.
She's doing the hard work. She's grinding out there. She's doing hard work. She's getting in there, with the big girls, just grabbing the rebounds, stepping up in front of them and just drawing the foul. And you know what? A couple easy free throws here with a chance to cut this lead.
And not only just McNeil's turning that back up, but the whole team.
Yeah. DeGrush has found her stroke a little bit in a couple shots here. And Trapp's been playing well, though a couple mistakes lately, but doing a good job of
passes.
But she definitely carried them for a stretch there when they were getting back into this game, when they were really struggling to get any kind of offense. She's been struggling a little bit. They're giving her a bit of a trouble, but it's to be expected. It's to be expected. The other team's going to game plan for Trapp. She's the best player on this team, and she's going to get a lot of double teams. But look at that.
There she is right there.
She scraps. She finds a way to get it. And
cuts to a 4-point lead now. So Middlesex coming back down the court.
We've got ourselves a ball game here.
See Brookdale, 2.5 minutes remaining. If Middlesex is going to hold on to this lead. Tapped out by Trapp there. Open shot from the corner.
And they're, and again, they're getting good looks. Unable to knock it down. And Brookdale's grabbing the rebounds, and they're getting out and running.
Getting down there quick, Rodriguez.
She traveled.
Yeah.
Got to catch that ball before you start moving your feet, and the coach is not happy with her. She's coming out.
So he is going to sub in Daniel Piccini for Rodriguez. Her 2 mistakes there.
Yeah, Rodriguez, when you're a role player and you come in for a limited amount of time and you make a couple mistakes, they're compounded because you don't have a lot of time out there. So, when the negatives start outweighing the positives, Coach Sabina's got to get her out of there.
Long three with a hand in her face.
And McNellis again with the rebound, and she's going to push the ball.
She's got
numbers.
Trigg.
Having a tough time seeing it. On a good job to get it there. The Trigg can't connect. But a heck of a job by McNellis to push that ball.
She drew the defense, but Piccini couldn't put it in.
Good block by Trapp, keeping it in play. And if they hurry, they have numbers. Good outlet pass.
She's had her open. Trigg still winds up with the ball, tries to get in there. No foul called. Winds up back in the hands of Piccini.
A good trap there, as they're going to back off a little bit. But a good sequence there for Brookdale, just unable to capitalize on some good opportunities.
Yeah, this game very well could have been tied up if they would have really, sank those baskets.
Good pass inside. Just
a little back shoulder fade.
Daniels had a tough time handling that ball. Brookdale's really taking away the post game of Middlesex. Middlesex having a tough time even getting the inbounds. There's a turnover by Brookdale again.
Brookdale was trying to take advantage of Middlesex getting back on defense kind of slow, and it backfired. They're going to get a foul called. Coach Bob not happy about it.
McNellis takes a shot there, and she's walking over to the bench.
Fouls on the Jersey Blues, number 22, Kim McNeilus, her second.
She just caught a knee to the midsection there. Seems to be all right.
Catching her breath.
McNellis, again, getting there a little bit late, still moving when the ball came in through the lane there and just picked up the foul. But much better job in the second part of this first half here. Getting themselves back in this game, playing some defense, converting on some offensive opportunities. Still a lot of opportunities left out there on the court, but really a much better job than they did in the beginning of the game here.
Marissa Daniels misses her first shot. See if she can sink the second. Just under a minute left here. Second goes forward to bring it back up to the 5-point lead. And
an interesting move here by Coach Sabina. He's going to bring Reddington in for the last 57.8 seconds here. Trying to hope to maybe get a offensive possession.
Yeah.
You know, get her the ball.
Quick
And
shot.
just make sure she's careful on the defensive end there and doesn't pick up a third foul. But trusting the veteran, Paxton Reddington,
Yeah.
to really
Yeah.
just play smart out there and don't do anything silly. And you got to love the confidence of Coach Tabita and his players.
Trigg getting trapped there, but gets away from the defense. Ball knocked out of her hands. Trying to get it out over to Reddington. Saves her a little bit.
Reddington trying to force it a little bit there.
Yeah. Trigg puts up the shot. Quick one. She still had 10 seconds on the shot clock and no defender in her face.
Yeah, maybe wanted to set herself a little bit more there.
30 seconds remaining. McNeil's playing a little bit of defense.
Still about a 5-second differential between the shot and game clock here.
Sharika open three. That is her third miss.
Yeah, she's short. She's been short in the last couple there. Maybe trying to get a little bit too much arc underneath that ball.
13.4 left in this first half of play. 34-29. Middlesex still in the lead. Shot clock turned off. DeGroosh driving in.
Draws the defense, and a good job by Middlesex to block that shot. If they hurry, they can get it off.
And Sharika didn't see the clock, so time will expire here on the half.
At halftime, Brookdale.
So Brookdale really, they started to bring it around from where they were at. They started off, it was 12-0 to start off, 10-0 to start off the game. And now they're really starting to bring it back around. 5-point deficit now. I mean, what do they got to do in the second half to really get it back going again?
They got to do a lot of what they did towards the end of the first half. They got to, control the ball a little bit better, not turn it over. On the defensive end, they played pretty well. They were pretty fortunate to get stops on some missed shots that maybe could have gone in for Middlesex. But definitely on the offensive end, the turnovers, they started cutting those down a little bit. Really got to do a better job of getting to the basket and really taking the opportunities that are there for them.
The fouls as well were something they really got into trouble early, but they cleaned it up towards the end.
And actually Middlesex started to commit more fouls and really helped Brookdale get back in the game, giving them easy points. Brookdale would get a rebound and get fouled on the rebound, come back to the other end without having to run a play on offense and just get a couple easy points.
So the score at half will be 34-29 with the Middlesex lead. We'll be back here in about 15 minutes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here for the second half of action at the Robert J. Collins Arena. Score Middlesex 34 and Brookdale 29. They started to come back a little bit at the end. What do they got to do?
Got to stop turning the ball over, plain and simple. Got to hang on to the ball, got to value those possessions that they're getting, and when they get good looks at the basket, they have to take them.
So we'll see if they can capitalize on that. McNeilis throwing her body around there and getting a nice pass into Zito. We see the original starting lineup back out there with Reddington in foul trouble as well as Zito.
Pretty good shot again, though, from Middlesex, but can't connect. Career Prair's been kept pretty quiet.
Yeah, she had a few bright spots in the first half, but it's been a whole lot of Sharika and a whole lot of Marissa Daniels as well.
Yeah, definitely. And so look for them to get Career Prair going a little bit here in the second half.
Fouls on Brookdale's number 10, Maria Trapp, her second, team's first.
So Brookdale picking up an early foul. It's only Trapp's second, so it's not too bad. And the ball inside quick there. Alexis blocker.
Good job by the defense rotating to the ball, making it a tough shot.
Score still 34-29. So we're in the first minute here of the last period of play.
Oh, there's a turnover.
Just a little miscommunication there.
Not a great start here for Brookdale. A couple of turnovers here early, but playing defense pretty well, so let's see if they can keep that trend up.
Middlesex hasn't been capitalizing on it, so it hasn't been that bad.
Yeah, definitely.
As we have Prair bringing it up here.
Good move.
Nice little move there. Take an open shot from the foul line. First points.
Quick
in the second
crossover,
half.
pulls up from the foul line. Nice and easy. Couple easy points there.
McNeilis, who had early struggles but really turned it on towards the end of that first half. letting Pereira go across the baseline. But DeGrush winds up with the ball.
Kind of rushed it, though, and got knocked from behind.
Reddington coming back in on the defense, but it was a little too late. She got knocked down there and had a little trouble getting back up, it looked like.
I look like she was a little hesitant, too. Didn't want to commit the foul in that situation.
Trying to work it back into Zito.
We'll give and go there from Trapp and Zito, but
having a tough go at it on the inside with those really high percentage shots should be.
Pereira, a bit of a forced shot there. She had a quick move there. If they hurry, they have numbers here. Reddington lost the ball, but somehow McNellis ended up with it. Couldn't convert.
Almost grabbed it back there.
Again, another sloppy start to the half here.
So Jen Sharik is going to slow it down a bit. Get inside to blocker. Trapp with the rebound.
Not a bad shot there by Blocker, just couldn't convert, couldn't get the roll there.
Yeah, it's hard to wrestle those rebounds away from Trapp.
Trapp just secures those, starts going the other way.
Yeah, Paxton Reddington with a big three-pointer.
Much needed three. Let's see if they can get that offense going now.
Yeah, it brings it to a 6-point lead now for Middlesex. It started to slip away back again a little bit for Brookdale, but now we got a steal. Another quick basket opportunity as Reddington drives in. Doesn't land for with no foul called. Coach Bob, jump, stop, and finish.
It's what he wants. Instead of driving through, weaving through the lane, just come to a complete stop, go right up with that ball, nice and strong.
Ooh, McNillis almost there, but now.
Got a little help from Trapp there.
Yep.
And that's what your team's supposed to do for you, pick you up there.
Now we're going to have a foul called.
It's called on Trapp. You're going to say that she pushed off, but Coach Stabina is not happy about that call.
No. Both coaches very vocal.
Yes.
Fouls on Brookdale's number 10, Maria Trapp.
Trapp's a little bit of foul trouble here now, and we'll see how they respond because we're going to make a note that it's 16-28. Trapp goes out in foul trouble. We'll see how they can respond for the next few minutes here. They're going to have to keep Trapp on the bench, keep her from getting her fourth foul.
They brought in Brianna Rodriguez. Coach Bob got his explanation from the ref, but was still not pleased by it. Wouldn't really expect him to be.
Yeah, no.
Fouls on the Colts, number 12, Korea Prayer, her fourth.
So there's Prayer coming out of the game now with 4 fouls.
And we'll see which team can capitalize on the other team's star player being out.
But you're also bringing in somebody who had a great first half in Alexandra Becker, so it's not much of a loss. I would say it's a big gain.
And McNellis turns it over there.
Yeah.
Driving through the lane, just couldn't handle the ball on the way up. Both teams looking like they're struggling, and give credit to both teams' defenses.
Yeah.
They're making the offenses have to work for their points here.
Definitely a defensive effort as Brookdale has scored 60 points in their last 4 games. Going to see if they can get up to that total. 3 there doesn't land.
Rebound
Sharika.
just knocked off the feet of McNellis, and again, just Coach Sabina, you guys got to make these plays. I mean, they're there to be made. Got to grab rebounds. Got to make open shots. Got to hang on to that ball.
Becker tosses it right into Sharika. She didn't have a defender within a couple steps of her. Chose not to take the quick shot. Instead, get her around to her teammates, and they still missed it.
DeGrush throws it away there.
There you go.
McNellis
going
back
down the court. Becker went right around her.
Yeah, nice little sidestep there, right to the basket. McNellis did a good job of not committing the foul and almost got Becker to throw that one up a little bit sloppy, but Becker got it to drop.
Makes it 40-32, Middlesex in the lead. 15-20 remaining in the game. Couldn't get DeGrush there trying to go to the lane.
And Brookdale's having problems here.
Long 3 by Reddington. Almost went in, though.
And Reddington kind of took a look, said, you know what, there's nothing here. Not a bad look for me. Not a bad shot. Didn't go in, but, you know, she hustled back, helped Brookdale get the ball back there.
There's much needed points on this possession here for Brookdale.
Good
nice
fake by
little fake.
McNellis. Can't get it to drop, though. They're having a tough time here.
Zito almost got a hand on it there. Still at 40-32. Timeout called by Coach Powell.
Calls a full timeout.
So we're looking at 8-point deficit for Jersey Blues. It's just the same mistakes they've been making in the first half.
You know, it's a lot of throwing the ball away, miscommunication. Not really what we've been used to seeing from this team.
No.
It's a very well-coached team, very disciplined team. And Middlesex has given them a lot of trouble. And you got to give Middlesex some credit. They're making plays. They're stepping in the passing lanes.
Yeah.
They're getting their hands on balls, deflecting them. They're really doing a good job of just keeping Brookdale on their toes. And, you know, this one's going to come down to the wire. If Brookdale doesn't get their act together, they might find themselves down a little bit here.
The game could be a lot more out of hand, but there has also been some mistakes on the Middlesex side as well that has led to only an 8-point lead at this
missed
point.
shots that probably could have gone down. And, you know, they're making turnovers themselves. But, you know, what's important is that Brookdale is hanging around this game. You know, if they can get themselves going, find a way to get, you know, Trapp to stay out of further foul trouble, maybe get her back in a couple minutes and just get some offense going. But they are struggling a little bit without her in here, which has been tough.
Yeah, this would be big. They're right in the sandwich of a 2-3 game road trips. They were just off for 3 games. They come home, and they go back on the road for another 3. So this is going to be a nice little – they got to really kind of pull it together. Get a win at home before you go out on the road again.
Definitely.
Trying to work it inside.
Ooh.
Off Brianna Rodriguez with Trapp not in the middle. Zito gets tossed over, trying to get a call from the ref, but she comes back in, almost grabs the rebound.
Whoa.
She didn't step out. Yeah. Reddington with the shot, hand in her face, just falls off the back of the rim. Fighting for it on the ground. We're going to call it.
Jump ball.
Looks like it's going to go to Middlesex.
Not a bad look from Reddington.
No.
But got to knock it down.
She was laser focused on the basket. The hand came in at the last minute. The shot just didn't land.
Ooh, bad decision there by Sharika. Thought she had her man cutting.
Yeah.
Nellis a little hesitant to get that ball to Zito.
And that's what's going to kind of hurt when you lose your confidence a little bit by making turnovers and fouls and everything. You're not going to make those tough passes that you could probably get.
It's a good recovery by Reddington. DeGroosh has to probably get that one and go down.
That one was last touched by Sharika.
Yeah, DeGroosh had a good look at it.
Yeah. Coach calling a play from the sideline. Ooh.
McNellis just throws it away.
It looks like Trigg is going to come in, headed over to the table. Ball's last touch by
McNellis making mistakes. Coach Dabino said, you got to come out. You can't, this can't be happening over and over again.
He did this last time, a little earlier this time in the second half.
Definitely.
He took right about 9 minutes on the first half, 9 minutes into it. But now, you can't, with the way the lead is right now, you got to nip that in the bud.
And the pace of the game started to slow down. A lot of fouls here.
Yeah.
Both teams just trying to get to the basket.
15, Paxton Reddington.
We went into the half. It was 34-29.
Yeah.
So not many points scored here as we're about 6.5 into the final period of play. Alexis Blocker going to take the second attempt. And makes it. So now it's a 9-point lead. Trigg is wide open.
Just got to pull that.
Yeah, came to her a little late. Nice pass through the legs, but Rodriguez wasn't expecting it.
Just wasn't ready for it.
No. The limited minutes she's had out on the court have been squandered.
Yeah, they've not been good. Maybe she's having a little bit of a tough time adjusting.
Surprised not to see Pacini out there in the lineup, as she had a really great game when we were here last. Yeah. Quick shot with a three-point opportunity.
And again, Alexandra Becker just continuing to work inside as Maria Trapp checks back into the game. It's, on the defensive end, they're really struggling. And Rodriguez just not been able to really get anything going here. They can't stick, with Trapp on the bench much longer, so they're going to get back in. Hopefully she can avoid getting her fourth foul.
Yeah, Middlesex was taking advantage of that void that Trapp definitely leaves in the inside. Reddington driving down the baseline. Nice pass to DeGrouche.
She's got to knock that down. It's a couple now. The last couple shots she's taken, she hasn't been able to make. Been pretty good looks.
Blocker drives in.
Good job by Zito to get up there in the crowd of blue jerseys. Just get up there and get that ball.
Fouls on the Colts, number 25, Alexis Blocker, her third.
Nobody picking up the ball here.
It's a trap. Immediate impact.
Yep, gets in there, draws the foul, finishes at the rim.
The basket. Fouls on the Colts,
trying
number
to cut
25,
the lead back down.
Alexis Blocker, her fourth.
So that's 2 fouls in a row for Blocker. And she looks, she's going to come out of the
fourth
game.
Foul.
Gabrielle Gassier.
That's a big foul right there.
Yeah. So 2 in a row.
Yeah, and Trapp really starting to do work now. She can keep herself out of foul trouble. She can get Brookdale back in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. She gives them 3 points there. Now only make it an 8-point lead for the Colts. Marissa Daniels taking her time, tossed it off to Sharika.
And again, Becker doing work.
Becker coming in after having a great first half. Picking up right where she left off. Trapp had Zito in the lane.
It's like Trapp was taking it herself, but drew the foul.
Fouls on the Colts, number 24, Gabrielle Gassier.
Becker really doing a good job of getting inside and getting to the basket. And really, Brookdale had no answer for her.
So Gassier, who came in to replace the foul trouble Blocker, now has 3 fouls.
Oh, big time block there by Gassier.
A lot of physicality there. Trapp grabbing her face. She's got to get down there and help out, because this is where she's needed, right there down there in the paint. Too many second chance opportunities they let Middlesex have.
Yeah, Becker got a shot at it. It came back down, and Norrick just finished it. Reddington doing a good job getting to the basket. Coach Sabina has been stressing, get to the basket.
Yeah.
Make them rotate. Make them commit fouls. Make them make decisions they don't want to have to make.
47-37, Middlesex Colts lead, just under 12 minutes. Coach Bob takes a timeout. Are you in the market to upgrade your skills for a rewarding job or career advancement? Brookdale Center for Career Development has more than 100 continuing education programs in healthcare, business, and information technology. The non-credit programs are wide and varied. They explore all the center has to offer. You can head over to brookdalecc.edu/career development. That's brookdalecc.edu/career development.
And this is a big spot right here in the game.
Yeah.
Down 10, about 12 minutes to go. Really got to turn it up here, get yourself back into this game. 10 points is not a lot, but it can quickly escalate, and you could be out of this game in a couple minutes. So I think Coach Sabina's really telling his team, get to the basket, draw the fouls. They were really foul happy in the first half. You get to the basket, you can get them to commit fouls. Right now, both teams at 4. You have to win that foul battle. You have to get to the foul line more than them. You have to get the easy ones and really make them play defense. And on the other end, pretty good job. Becker's killing them, but they have to lock her down, really limit her opportunities on the boards, getting the offensive rebounds, putting those back in. And as long as they can keep maybe Trapp on her in a one-on-one situation, Trapp's a good defender, great defender. She should be able to limit Becker's touches, and we'll see how that goes.
Both teams with 4 fouls as Middlesex holding on to this 10-point lead. And Becker will take the ball. Toss it right up to Sharika, who's been somewhat quiet in the second half.
She's been creating a little bit. She's handling the ball, getting her teammates open, but
yeah,
not a lot of points.
Scoring-wise, yeah.
And there's Becker with a bit of a force there.
Zito got some hands on it.
Jump ball, Brookdale.
Good job by Zito getting there and securing that and giving Brookdale a possession. As they come down here on offense, look for them to go down the trap, get her going, and she's got to be patient. She's got to see maybe a double team come. She's got to look for that open cutter and really just, use her skill because she's been good. But they need to make sure that everybody else gets involved too. They cannot rely on her solely to get them back in this game. A bit of a wet spot here on the court.
Trying to take care of it. And Brookdale's, they're not really improving from what we saw at the half.
It's been a lot of the same.
Back and forth.
A lot of the same. There's still the silly, sloppy mistakes.
Yeah.
But, they've shown glimpses of, attacking on the offensive end and getting some stops on the defensive end. They just haven't been able to put it all together yet.
Right over to Reddington. Grabs the ball away from Becker there.
And again, Reddington draws the foul. And now that's 5 on Middlesex. So a couple more, they'll be shooting free throws.
Right over to Trigg.
DeGroosh and Reddington both open. Reddington spots up, knocks it down. That's a big shot right there.
And she likes that spot there right on the elbow. So now it's 7-point lead.
Looking for Becker. The double team comes quick and a good job of getting there. Forcing her to turn the ball over. And that's
2 big possessions.
And that's Coach Bina really, talking to him and saying, look, as soon as she gets that ball, you do not let her turn around and shoot. You got to get there, get that ball out of her hands, and make somebody else beat you right now.
Long pass down to Reddington. Feeds it to Zito.
Great
and there we go.
And that's just good court vision by Reddington. Saw the double team coming, found the open man, got it to her, and that's it. Starting to attack now, and Coach
Powell's going to take a timeout.
Middlesex. Lead's been cut in half quickly.
Timeout.
So we saw a little bit of action in Ashley Zito there, who in the Mercer win last 61-40 win against Mercer. She had 20 points and 8 rebounds.
Yeah.
Really struggling this game, but now she's starting to get
work
back into it.
She started slow, got actually the first bucket for Brookdale, but really hadn't done much since. But she's really contributing in other ways. She's pounding the board. She's getting rebounds.
Getting a lot of rebounds.
She's getting to the loose ball. She's jumping on the ball and a pile on the floor, getting the jump ball. So she's doing a lot of things, away from scoring to really help this team get back in the game. And the baskets, the points will come. But when you get in there and do the dirty work, everything else kind of falls into place.
So still a lot of time left in this game. Just under 11 minutes. And have Daniels inbounded over to Sharika.
Again, swarming the ball.
Coach Dubin is now keying on Becker.
And again, a good job swarming Becker every time she touches that ball.
Jump ball, Middlesex.
They're going to make somebody else beat her. They've had trouble knocking down shots. They want them shooting those jump shots.
Middlesex ball.
So when they were fighting for the ball down there, Paxton Reddington put it in between her legs.
Yeah, and it's actually illegal, so it is a violation. Cannot use your legs to secure the ball. And watch Becker here on the inbounds on the baseline. Maybe they'll look to get it back to her underneath the basket as the defense kind of has their back to her. Well, it was there.
It was a nice inbound play.
It was a nice inbound play because she was, if the defender comes up a little bit to contest that shot, Becker is back there on the baseline, like I said.
Quick toss inside to Zito. She's turned around. Two defenders in her face.
She's got to see Trap right there on the elbow, just waiting for that jump shot. Good job by Zito to deflect that.
Winds back up in the hands of Daniels. Reddington got fire in her eyes now, really fighting to get this win.
Becker with a little bit of a tough shot there.
Yeah.
And again, everyone ends up on the floor, jump ball.
So we're going to stay down here.
Coach Sabina seems to be a little bit upset that they're not really securing the rebounds. Kind of ended up with jump balls a couple of times. It really just needs them to get up there and grab that rebound and secure it.
Passing all around here, trying to get something open. Trapp grabs it away from number 10, Caitlin Norick. Trapp can bring it up. She's got ball
open in the corner.
Skills.
Nope.
Yeah, not much defense in her.
Good job to follow her shot.
They were both fighting for it there,
And Reddington really contributed because she followed her shot, went and almost got it, and so Trapp had a little bit of a room because her defender was trying to block her out, and Trapp actually got to the ball before anybody else did. So a good heads-up play and a good basketball IQ play from Paxton Reddington to really follow her own shot and create something and help her teammate get the rebound.
So the foul was drawn there on Trapp. Reddington will take the inbound pass. DeGroosh open shot, but it was blocked coming over from Becker.
DeGroosh has got to maybe throw up a pump fake to Becker and then maybe pick Becker up in the air and jump into her, draw a foul, or even go around her.
9:41, 49-42, Middlesex with the lead.
Good pass there. They're trying to get to Zito, but
they got to stop forcing it.
Inside-out game, though. DeGroosh can't knock it down, but Trapp another offensive rebound. Trapp's going to go to the basket. Draws the foul.
It's fouled.
You could see the looking around. When she got that ball, she saw there was a little bit of space to get in there, and she went right to the basket. And again, the inside-outside game working. DeGroosh, again, having a lot of trouble knocking down her shots. Right now, that's probably the difference in this game. DeGroosh has missed a few that she probably could have made.
Yeah. Maria Trapp 2 for 4. Make that 3 for 5 from the line.
And Coach Sabina sticking with this lineup for quite a while here.
Yeah, it's been some extended minutes into this. McNillis came out in favor of Trigg, and she's been solid as the role player that she is. There it is.
And again, they cut the lead to 5, but can they squeeze a little bit tighter? Brookdale hasn't really been able to put a stretch, more than a couple minutes together of quality basketball on both ends of the floor. This is a chance for them now to extend this. It's been a couple minutes. Have been playing both sides really well. Maybe get a couple more minutes here and get yourself, back up to the lead here. Good job by Trapp.
Trapp there on the defense. That was a mismatch before when she was on number 32, I believe that is.
Jump ball, Brookdale.
A little bit of an early call there by the referee to call a jump ball. I thought maybe that they'd come out of that pile with the ball, but Brookdale will definitely take that and gain possession here. And McNellis comes back in, so maybe a little bit of time to regroup for her and get her head together. And they really need her in there. She's a good shot maker. She knocks them down and gets her teammates involved. She's got to cut down on those turnovers.
I noticed it earlier, the mismatch there with Trapp and Lauren Matarowski. Trapp has been really taking advantage of it, especially on the defensive side.
Renton hesitated a little bit. There it is. Oh.
Chose not to take it.
Good job of DeGroosh getting in there.
Another missed shot. Winds up in the hands of Brookdale there. Nice pass over to Trapp.
And she gets fouled.
So it's nice court vision there by Zito to grab that rebound and find Trapp open.
Coach Powell is arguing that Trapp actually walked before she got fouled, but referee
also, I think Blocker was looking for a foul on her. She went down to the ground.
Brookdale really fighting. Like they really want to win this game. They're getting back in here, making offensive rebounds, playing well at defensive end, and now Trapp with a chance to make a couple free throws here.
49-45 now with 8.5 remaining. Trapp always an instrumental part of this offense. There she goes again. But she is going to come out. Get a breather for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, don't try to see her on the bench.
Fouls. Yeah.
We'll expect to see her probably right around the 6-minute mark, maybe even before that. Just to give her a break, make sure she doesn't pick up a silly foul here, and let her finish out the game with it. She can get a couple fouls and still be in the game.
Coach Bob's never afraid to play that chess match with his players on his bench.
A little bit of a surprise to see Rodriguez come back in after she struggled a little bit, but I think her presence in the defensive end is really why Coach Sabina likes to use her.
Coach Bob always has a lot of confidence in all the girls that he has on his bench.
Definitely.
He's never afraid to put them in, even if they're struggling.
Reddington, pass up the shot, drove to the lane. Good move, couldn't finish.
See who was last touched by Middlesex, so it will be Brookdale ball.
Another good offensive rebound there by Brookdale.
So we're going to have Reddington toss it in.
Reddington in the corner.
Her window closed very quick.
Grush goes baseline, gets bumped. And that's 9 fouls now, as Brookdale is going to be cruising at the free throw line the rest of the game here. We talked about it earlier. That's going to be big. Brookdale only 14 fouls. And now after this one, the double bonus all the way through for Brookdale. So big change of events here.
So we got a 1-and-1 here, and we're also going to have Blocker come back into the game.
And she's
4 fouls.
Yeah, playing with 4 fouls, so we'll see how long she can stay out of foul trouble. With Trapp on the bench, maybe a little bit easier of a matchup for her.
Yeah. So she makes the first. She gets a shot at another. Everybody started to run away except Grush. So Coach Bob having a little bit of fun on the sidelines there.
Let her know that you do get another shot actually after you make the first one.
And there she goes, makes it a second one. So now to the shortest lead since the beginning of the game.
A little bit of a trap here. Good job here.
Making sure not to draw any silly fouls.
Sharika did a good job of getting through that.
Ate a lot of time off the shot clock and really got the offense a little bit rattled.
Way too good of a look, but a bad shot there.
Yeah, the ball came off her hands real weird. Reddington, one-on-one with Sharika.
Sharika with a huge flop.
Goes right around her.
Oh, good job by
McNeilus coming right back. Finds Reddington. Good.
And there's the lead for
Just
Brookdale.
like that. It is now a 1-point Brookdale lead. That's basketball, folks. These leads can change in the matter of seconds.
Game of runs. And Brookdale just made a big run, grabbing the lead. And, you know, we talked all day about McNeilus struggling, but when they needed it, she came down, made a huge heads-up play, and it just really just propelled them into the lead. And now we got ourselves a great game going down the stretch here with 7 minutes to go.
Two of the players who were really sitting on the bench early in the game because of foul trouble and turnovers are now bringing Brookdale right back into it, Reddington and McNeilus.
And a big part of that with Trapp on the bench. Coming back.
Yeah,
doing
that's
a good
huge.
job. You know, not having to rely on Trapp, just playing good defense and turning it into good offense.
Yeah, getting the lead with Trapp on the bench, that's a big accomplishment.
It is, and now Coach Bob can afford to rest Trapp maybe another minute or two before he really wants to bring her back in, and until he sees them kind of struggling a little bit, but they're doing a great job of playing without her. And you got to give credit to, you know, Kimberly McNeilus. She struggled early, struggled in the second half too, but really when they needed her to come through, made the heads-up play, got her teammates, got her teammate the ball, and then got the lead.
So Middlesex trying to get it back together here. They don't have their ideal lineup out there with Becker on the bench. Blocker out there still as well in foul trouble. Looks like they're trying to pull the same move with Trapp, but they're going to bring Becker out another minute or so because she's in foul trouble as well.
And it's been interesting to see where Middlesex goes for the basket here. They really need a basket here, so we'll see what they go to here.
Yeah. Just hit 7 minutes on the clock now.
That's a tough shot. No good. And Kimberly McNeilus with the rebound.
Coming up clutch here, finding Paxton Reddington.
Great outlet
Sneaks
pass.
right past the defender there in Korea Prayer. And here comes Becker and Trapp like clockwork. Coach Powell must have saw her going to the table because she sent her defender right out to her.
Yep.
Fouls on Brookdale's number 20, Megan.
Coach Powell maybe feels this one slipping away a little bit. Really needs to get them going here.
Yeah.
Haven't had a basket in quite a while.
3-point lead now. Oh,
good.
Easy shot.
That's a good play. And Becker comes in and makes an immediate impact.
Low miscommunication there. Brookdale up by 1, 54-53, 6:20 remaining in the game as they have possession of the ball now. Zito trying to make something happen, driving
good
in.
Job. Oh, can't finish, but good job by Trapp to grab that rebound. Zito made a great move, a little head fake. Got the defender looking the other way, went to the basket, and Trapp did a good job of following it.
She didn't rush it. She took her time.
Heads-up play. And there's Becker for 3.
Grabbed by Blocker, who puts it back up. Looked like it got a hand on it by Zito. Wide open for 3, Sharika.
Short again for Sharika.
Kimberly McNeilus.
McNeilus using her speed, getting up the court here.
They got the opportunity. Reddington hesitates.
But he does a good job of isolating the defender and just getting in there. Just can't finish, though. Maybe use a lot of her energy to get to the basket. Couldn't get.
Oh, and the ball. Megan DeGroosh still down on the other side. Comes up with it. McNeil's trying to drive in.
Reddington can't hit.
Falling off again was Reddington.
Probably took a dribble that she didn't need to take there. Good job by Trapp to alter that shot.
Pace of the game is really picking up now. These quick possessions, a lot of offensive rebounds. Rodriguez is going to come in.
It'll be interesting to see who she comes in for.
Yeah.
I don't think Coach Dabino wants to take Trapp out. She's been substituting for her, so maybe she'll come in for Zito.
Possibly DeGroosh.
Possibly DeGroosh. McNellis, nice move there. Can't finish. And a good job by Zito there to retain possession. Yep. And
Zito is coming out. Just under 5 minutes left. Brookdale holding on to this 1-point lead after that big run by Reddington and McNillis to take the game back.
That was
open three.
Way short, a little bit long.
Yeah. Could have took a step up. When it's a 1-point lead, unless it's where you really feel it.
Yeah, you got to be able to make
you got to bury those.
Crowd getting a little loud here.
Yeah.
Good job of double teaming there. But
so fouls called on Rodriguez.
Fouls on Brookdale's number 11, Brianna Rodriguez, her second.
So Rodriguez in there for her defense, but committing the foul.
Ball circles out of the rim there. Still a 1-point lead for the Jersey Blues. Holding on hope here, 4.5 left. The second one lands to tie it up. So now they're going to be trading baskets.
4:30 mark, we're tied up.
McNellis back over to Trapp. She's getting in there, been a force on the inside as always. That shot doesn't land. We have Prayer waiting at the scorer's table for Middlesex, waiting to head back into the action, where she's been somewhat quiet today, the all-region star, coming out of Plainfield.
They're going to call a questionable foul there on Paxton Reddington. She's not happy about.
15, Paxton Reddington.
Looks like it's her fourth. So now Reddington with 4 fouls with about 4 minutes to go here. We'll see if she'll get to stay in the game here. That's a tough call there.
Yeah. Shot arcs in there.
Yeah, Sharika's got a lot of arc on her shot, but when she shoots threes, there's a little too much air there. Seems to fall short, but it's good rhythm to it on the free throw line at least.
So now Reddington's going to come out presumably for at least a couple of minutes.
Yeah, until they really need her.
Yeah.
And we'll see how long they can play with her on the bench.
Second shot misses. Hand on it there by Rodriguez. It looks like McNillis might have wrestled that one away.
Jump ball there.
We're going to call possession. Still haven't seen
Jump
one from the
ball,
ref.
Middlesex.
It's going to stay on this side.
This one's getting intense down the stretch here.
Yeah. And this is Coach Powell for Middlesex's ideal lineup she wants in there. 2 of her all-region players. Then Becker's been having a huge night, as well as Blocker.
Again, that same play to Becker, this time a little bit out of her range possibly. Yeah. And Rodriguez again trying to force the issue, and she's done. Coach
Zito.
Going right to Zito.
Yep.
Becker falls short. DeGroosh with the rebound. Settles it down.
Over to McNillis.
Now it's a nice little stutter step there. Patient with the ball, not turning it over.
Dancing along the baseline. Ball winds up in Trapp's hands on the other corner.
Trapp's going to go to work here on Becker. Good spin move into the defender. Good defense there, good help defense. A little 3-on-1, almost 4-on-1.
Defense was staying down here the whole time. They weren't hustling back.
And a good job there by Brookdale getting back and getting the defensive rebound. Really botched opportunity there with a 4-on-1.
Yeah. 3 minutes remaining now. Haven't had any baskets since the last free throw made by Middlesex. Crowd's getting into it. Both of the benches are yelling. The coaches are about to blow their tops. McNillis with a hand in her face trying to swat it away.
And Brookdale's gotten almost 2 minutes now without making a basket.
Yeah.
Starting to feel it a little bit here. And with Paxton Renton on the bench, they're really struggling.
22, Kim McNillis, her third.
Here comes Zito back in. You got to think Reddington's only going to be on the bench for another 25 to 30 seconds.
Yeah, I see her coming back at the 2-minute mark at the latest. Now we're going to head back to the other side, and Becker's going to take a free throw with 2:50 left to try to gain on this lead. There it goes, so she'll get an opportunity at the second shot.
Brookdale with 18 fouls. Brookdale with 18 fouls.
So that now makes it 3 points for the Colts. Trig's going to take the inbound.
Timeout there by Dubina.
Brookdale calls a 30-second timeout.
It looks like Reddington's going to check back in the game.
Yeah.
So needing some offense out here.
Going to get right back in there. She can pop a three and
she's
tie it back
definitely
up.
the best outside shooter on this team. So look to get her, her and Trapp maybe going here on the offensive end.
Brookdale was doing well for a while, holding on to only 4 fouls in the second half, but for a good portion of it.
Yeah, but haven't scored since that 4:30 mark when they tied the game.
Coach Bob's drawing something up on the sidelines. Well, we have a little bit of lull in action. We'll remind all the students that it is open registration time here at Brookdale, the winter and spring terms. Winter term begins January 5th and ends on the 16th, and spring terms begin on the 21st, the 11-week on the 18th. So you come in and register now, get in there early. Trap. Ball falls out of her hands there for a second. She quickly recovers. Finds Trigg on the outside.
Good pass to Zito, but she's blocked. And Becker doing a good job contesting that shot and getting a hand on it.
Coach Bob's at a loss for words.
Becker drives, blocked by Trap.
Nice block there.
Well done there. And if they hurry,
now they got to go.
They got numbers.
They got to push it. Reddington trying to grab that rebound, couldn't get it.
2 minutes to go here.
Middlesex slowed it up, trying to eat up some of that clock. Trigg on Sharika, gets beat on the outside.
Draws a foul. Couple of big free throws coming up here.
Fouls on Brookdale's number 5, Jillian Trigg, her second.
So it looks like McNillis might be checking in for her. She's waiting at the table. Yeah, she will come out. Get the starting lineup back out there to finish out the game. High arcing shot. Lands for Sharika.
Good move by Trap.
Finds the Groosh around the perimeter. She tries to drive in.
She's fouled. So she'll go to the free. That's it. 2 shots here on out.
Yeah.
Fouls on the Colts. Number 14, Jennifer Sharika, her first.
We're looking for their first points in about 2 minutes. Three minutes, really.
DeGroosh misses the second. Brookdale fighting for the rebound.
Jump ball called.
We're going to stay on this side, so yeah.
Zito was in there fighting, scrapping for that ball.
That's where she's really been shining today.
Yeah.
She's really been fighting on the ground for these rebounds and been doing a great job at it.
Having a tough time getting the ball in. Gets it into Zito. Zito's going to get herself in a little bit of trouble there if she can't.
Got Reddington towards the corner, but she bails out to McNellis. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Still got a little bit of time. Trap rolling down the lane.
Tough shot from Trap there. She kind of forced it a little bit. You know, she thought maybe she got fouled there, but good job that defender to hold her ground. And
her third.
It's starting to look grim here.
4-point lead now as they're going to take 2 shots. It's career prayer at the line. First one doesn't land.
It's a big miss.
She's going to attempt the second. She grabs second to make it a tough 2-possession game. We're going to have a timeout on the court.
Middlesex calls a full timeout.
A 5-point lead with 1:25 to go. Brookdale's got to come down on this possession and get some points here, and and be efficient and just get a good look here.
We saw what happened earlier when they took the lead, so you can't count them out just yet. You can never count them out.
Sure, yeah, they made a quick run, in a minute or so, scoring 6 points. So they really need to, play well on the offensive end, but also on the defensive end, create turnovers and stop committing fouls and giving Middlesex easy opportunities at the free throw line.
They need a big play.
Yeah,
that's what's really.
They need somebody to step up and make the play. And there's plenty of people capable on this team. We've seen everybody out there scrapping. Zito's out there scrapping for rebounds, and Trapp's doing the same. And McNellis is all over the place making plays, and Brenton's getting to the basket. So someone's gonna have to make that extra little play and really get them back in this, and a chance to win this game here.
So just under 1:30 left as we're nearing towards the end of this timeout and the end of this game. Brookdale, 5-game win streak they had going.
Yeah.
And this would be a big region game right here for Middlesex if they can seal this win. Going to 8-1, 4-0 in the region. But they really got to put it away here in this final minute 30. Minute 25.
Look for Brookdale to run something involving Trap. Maybe get her the ball up near the elbow or by the foul line and have her kind of operate. And if they come with the double team, for her to dump it off. But we'll see. Really, what they need to do here is just get a good shot.
DeGroosh bringing it up.
And here's the screen. They're going to give it to Trap right about the top of the key there. Trap, good move. Driving down the lane. Can't finish. A big rebound there by Becker.
Yeah, those are shots that normally go in for
Trap. Yeah, they ran the play. They executed it. She just couldn't finish.
Holding the ball now. Wasting some of this clock.
Brookdale needs to stop here. Could not commit a foul. And exactly what they do.
Fouls on Brookdale's number 14-4, Ashley Zito.
That's Zito's 4th foul, but with under a minute left, we won't see any substitutions. Coach Bob's going to roll with this lineup for the remainder of the game. Sharika's first one misses, so that still leaves some hope in Brookdale's corner.
And again, that's only a 2-possession game if she makes this. A couple of 3-pointers. But a decent amount of time here. They got to get a quick basket. They have to score.
Yeah, you got over a quick basket and a 3-point play. Yep.
Rented with a good rebound there.
If they can make a 3-point play here, then it'll really go in their favor.
Just get a basket.
See, they got to pick up the pace. Reddington trying to do that, trying to maybe draw a foul at the shot on basket.
Good play. Zito wide open underneath. It's exactly what they needed. Now, with 34 seconds, do you foul here? Probably not. You probably try to trap the ball. You probably try to make them turn it over, and
Timeout,
hope that you can play
Brookdale.
defense well enough to get the ball back and
Timeout.
have a last shot.
So Coach Bob calling one of his timeouts. Both teams only have one remaining now.
Yeah, and a lot of ways to play this.
Yeah.
3-point lead, 34 seconds. 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. If you're gonna let them run down the clock, you're forcing yourself to have to make a three. But if you're gonna foul, you're gonna put yourself in a situation where you're gonna need a couple possessions.
Yeah.
So you probably want to let them run down the clock. Maybe, hopefully, they shoot the ball a little earlier than they'd like to. And I think pressure on the ball is going to be key in this possession. You really want to get the ball out of the hands of Sharika and Becker and have someone else have to make a big shot for them.
Looks like Trigg went and tapped the scorer's table. She might be checking in. We'll see who for when they bring it back to the court. Getting some applause for the cheerleading squad here. But this is huge, huge defensive possession on what they're going to do here. This is going to make or break the game, in my opinion.
It'll be interesting to see with the strategy that coach is going to go. Do you go full court press? Do you press the ball at half court? Do you press the ball at the top of the key on the other side of the court? Do you let them have a chance to bring it across and foul? I mean, there's a lot of things you can do here.
A lot of options.
Do you try to foul a poor free throw shooter? That's another strategy you may want to go with.
So Reddington is going to sit on the bench. Trigg came in for her.
It looks like Coach means
they're
to go
going
with
to
a
bring
full
it
court
up.
press. Good job here, trapping the ball here. Oh, a good job here. And a timeout called just in the nick of time.
Ooh.
A good eye by Coach Powell to see that developing, and she really, bailed them out a little bit there because look at that ball was about to be thrown away.
Absolutely.
Well,
that ball was headed, it was headed right for Brookdale.
Middlesex calls a full timeout.
And Coach Abita elected to go with the full court press. Definitely the right decision there with not a lot of time on the clock. Really trying to make it tough for them to get the ball anywhere near the basket. And now that they got the ball across the half court, they're going to have to inbound it. And again, Coach Abita is probably going to have them pressure the ball, really try to not commit the foul. But if you do commit the foul, you want to commit it early on and not let them kill so much clock and then get the free throws.
And they played very smart defense there. Hands up, weren't getting too physical with it.
Not chasing the ball, but going to the ball and getting to the man and really stopping the ball from getting any further than really half court.
So we have 26.8. Middlesex has no timeouts. Brookdale still has one. 3-point lead. Middlesex will have the ball to inbound at the half-court line. Very interesting to see how this game ends. It's been a great second half.
This is a very sticky situation for for both sides because if you're Middlesex, you don't want to shoot too early, but you don't want to shoot and miss and give Brookdale an opportunity to come back down and tie the game.
Yeah.
So you want to kill as much time off the clock as you can and really have a pretty good look to maybe seal this game. But I think if you're Middlesex, you get a really good look. Anything beyond a layup, you really are going to have to really have confidence to make.
Yeah.
But I think if you get a good enough look with under 20 seconds, you probably want to take it because you have a chance to seal this game up right now. The ball's thrown into Becker, and let's see, here comes the press. McNellis commits the foul. That's all right. It's a quick foul.
But Becker's been money from that range. And they took Reddington out just for that possession, so she wouldn't pick up the foul.
Kim McNelis, her fourth.
She's got to hit one to make it a two-possession game here. Still a decent amount of time here. Misses.
First one misses, so that's 3 straight misses at the free throw line for Middlesex.
Snap for Coach Bob here. Do you use your timeout here if she misses or makes it? If she makes it, you probably use it. If she misses it, you may want to try to come down and get a quick basket.
She makes it.
A big free throw there. So they're going to come down and try to get a quick basket.
They're going to move it.
Looking for Reddington in the corner. Oh, McNellis turns it over. And that's going to do it.
Yeah. Ball slips out of her hand. And with 14 seconds left, and them heading for another 2 shots to the line.
Fouls on Brookdale's number 20, Megan DeGrush, her third.
Just a tough way to lose this one. Fought back, tied the game at 56. Went a little bit of a drought there. Fought back a little bit more. Just cut it to 3, but couldn't get any closer at the end there.
A lot of missed opportunities. They had open shots from a couple of different players, and they just didn't land.
And Middlesex missed free throws down the stretch. Kept Brookdale alive.
A lot of opportunities.
Trapp knocks down the 3, but maybe a little bit too late here.
3 points.
Still 3 points. 8 seconds left.
Not a lot of time left.
Now,
Brookdale calls a full timeout.
'cause even if you foul,
You got to hope for a steal here and a quick 3-point shot.
they're really going to press it. And we're going to see how they do. So attention to all veterans. Brookdale Community College honors all of our veterans of all ages, provides an array of services to assist you, whether you're looking for more information on benefits, academic courses, or student support services. Brookdale is here to meet your academic needs. For more information, stop into the brand new Veterans Center in the Mac Building in room 112, or go to the Brookdale homepage, click on Quick Links at the bottom of the page, and select Veteran Affairs. Click on Quick Links. Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, it's a little tongue twister there.
So we got 8 seconds left. And I mean, it's
a
Trapp
3-point
came back
game.
and hit that
Yeah,
shot, which was good.
Gives them a little bit of life, As long as there's
sliver,
time
and
on the
that's all they
clock,
need.
you have a sliver, but it's not looking good right now. You need that big play that we were talking about earlier. It's gonna have to be right now.
Yeah,
It's got to be.
It's a steal and an
It's a
immediate
steal and a quick
shot.
3.
Yeah,
Or even a quick 2 if you can get it quick enough.
yeah, and you can get a foul.
And,
So now Coach Bob trying to tell them, what they were doing. Presumably they might, stuck with it.
buzzer keeps going off here. Some buzzer issues.
The worst timing.
Yeah. So they got it all straightened out here. Let's hope that no buzzer here. That's a dangerous pass.
Yeah, wow.
But they got it off.
So that was the possession Brookdale needed right there.
It was dangerous, but
Yeah.
they got it off, and now one free throw pretty much put this thing away.
Fouls on Brookdale's number 20, Megan DeGrush, her 4th.
And Coach Powell pulling all the players off the line in case there is a miss.
Yep.
First one is good.
So now the only life you have is getting down there with a 3-point and get fouled if she misses this one. That would be all she wrote here at the Collins Arena. 5 points, just too much. As Brookdale falls, 67-62. Middlesex take this one away. So now Brookdale's going to fall to 5-3.
The men's game.
Middlesex improving to 8-1. I mean, they're really showing themselves as a bit of a force now in the region. Who was big? Yeah, Becker was huge today for him.
Becker
I mean,
was
a lot
big.
of these players really turned it up.
In the second half, a little bit more defense from both sides. Saw some long scoring droughts, especially from Brookdale.
Yeah.
3-4 minutes without a basket a couple times. Really struggled when Trapp got in foul trouble. Did a good job of getting back in the game with her on the bench, but just she was a little bit hesitant. And then Reddington also in a little bit of foul trouble. And just down the stretch, just couldn't make that one play. That they cut the lead, they couldn't make the play. They needed this defensive stop, they couldn't get it. And really just, didn't have enough at the end.
Yeah, they had a lot of help from Middlesex, missing a lot of free throws down there in the stretch, but they couldn't finish at the basket. So final score here is 67-62. Stick around. We have the men's game facing Middlesex as well.